Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome back to Air Radio Sol Spain today, 5th January 2022. We now bring you news from Banjul to Gambia as usual, Monday to Friday. The bulletins. The first story on Standard. Man threatens to sue police commissioner for alleged assault. Then 4 arrested with suspected drugs. And then Jammeh may have disappeared babies, as they said, or allegedly. And then Reid Brody doubts amnesty for Solbaji. And then IOU guaranteed program accreditation, and TRRC sets new deadline for amnesty applications. Then let's go to Point Newspaper. Point Newspaper, CAF refuses Gambia's ROC ST. CAF refuse Gambia's ROC ST. Let me expand to elaborate on it. January 5th, 2022. This one is a article by Arafang MS Kamara. Scorpion, that means Gambia international team, which head coach Tom Senfeld says Confederation of African Football, that means CAF, has turned down Gambia's request to replace players who have contracted COVID-19 as the team currently intensify training in Doha, Qatar, ahead of their Median Africa Cup of Nations appearance, which begins on the 9th January in Cameroon. So let's continue with the, it's clear there. Let's continue with the other headlines. Banjul Oxygen threatened to stop supply of oxygen to the Ministry of Health. Then they said NPP react to Supreme Court ruling. Then GRA Deputy Commissioner General impressed with tax complaint level. Bubakar Bless Job crowned Writer of the Year, as they say. And the national news from Point Newspaper. Meet Fatoumata S. Toure, emerging makeup artist. Artist in Alliance for Arts and Culture holds dinner for 40 families. OSI connections with LBS storytelling competition set for Saturday coming. So those are the headlines from Point Newspaper. Now the stories from Standard Newspaper in English, the details. Man threatened to sue police commissioner for alleged assault. This one by Omar Ba, Standard reporter. Now the details. Sajo Jaju, who was among those mentioned by arrested UDP supporter Lamin Dabo over an audio inciting Rwanda type violence. He was inciting Rwanda type of violence. Has threatened to sue the West Coast Police Commissioner Patti Jallow for allegedly insulting his parents whilst interrogating him 3 weeks ago. A former fire service officer and native of Jara Bureng, Lamin Dabo, circulated an audio inciting Gambians to go out and burn the country. In the audio, Mr. Dabo was heard calling on the likes of Sajo Jaju and others to come out and join the process. Upon hearing his name in the audio, Sajo, who was in Senegal when the audio was released, he was in Senegal, voluntarily reported himself to the police the moment he returned to the country. Mr. Jaju alleged that when he reported himself to the Banjulundi police, he was introduced to Pate Jallo as the person who was named in the audio. Commissioner Pate asked me about Lamin Dabo's whereabouts, and I told him I don't know that at that material time. He then asked whether I know whether Dabo stays and where Dabo stays, and I responded in the negative. That means I don't know. He then started insulting my parents, Jaju alleged. He alleged that Commissioner Jallo attempted to physically assault him when he asked him to stop insulting his parents, but he was held back by other officers. However, he kept insulting my parents and later asked his officers to take my telephones and take me somewhere around the airport and put me in Comunicado. He further alleged that Commissioner Jallo insulted him in the presence of other officers. I was shocked as his behavior reminded me of how the securities were operating under Jammeh. I felt terrified when he insulted my parents without stopping or showing remorse. After that I am more convinced now than ever that security sector reform should be a matter of priority for the Barrow administration, Jaju said. He said he has since reported the matter to the police headquarters. They promised to call Pate and ask him to apologize to me in my presence, but they never did. Now, I am talking to my lawyers to take the matter to court. I want to know whether Commissioner Jallo has the right to insult my parents during interrogation, he noted. While appealing to the Human Rights Commission to tackle cases of security excesses, Jaju urged the government to take matters of security sector reform very serious. Jallo reacts. When contacted for comments, Commissioner Pate Jallo said he never insulted Mr. Jaju. He is definitely lying, Jallo said. When contacted for comments, Commissioner Pate said so. However, he continued, I have nothing to fear and nothing can suppress me. Whether he is telling you is a lie, I am too matured for that. But if he insists, let him provide witness or tell you who was present when I was insulting him. I dare him to go to court, Commissioner said. So it ends there. Stay tuned. Don't go. We'll be back momentarily in Mandinka after a short jingle. Yasama embadolo nga continue kibaro lambara meng na details sokora na angle kamoto kabring nga headline on falie. So in kibar follow men finda standard la kibaro kono membe ko kyo Iceland ro ko abi police commissioner membe West Coast membe ko Pate Jallo aba sambala kitiyo ina because muneng atara report jele komen watambita nung audio dole finda membe den ning UDP la molla finti wato momen fintita ako finti Gambia mala kome Rwanda keta nyamen ko ate to findita o mola kumaka on lekono so wayata Senegal kabira nata tara report police o dulato kabira farra bangi nim police pate be damen pate ol tara interrogate komen kanyinin ka ko nyin tata nyamen bari chewonyi mem yen kumaka on fo ko fo ate wo pate ko fo nyin chewonyin yo dinkira fay kamang along o tata ka ala alfal neng odula nyinto so kana fala officially ka samba kata mabo airport o dala ka dinkira dole beje amanje to fo abari incommunicado no mo ton kata ka isolate je mo kana futa mam anin fana kana mo kumandino komen atemen itandi wala nyinte yim pata nyol folota riji mo men ko membe ko yaya jamme fani yaya problem o soto yaya baydo ko because of nyim police leti men ate ay problem o soto dum anin ala former boss men keta yaya jamme de so saintung ay aplita in mansakunda kutombe kernden ay kalika be folam belenga law lateral nalaw kuma kangol moyle fo ina rabala fa ya reinstate sai ya nata fanan kana murtukun akana nyin kusifa ke ko so how molbinate trust la nyaadi comme abenyi nyaton kaya men so kamala yin chewnin ko nyin membe keren non hanbi ate kilongo be keren so na security sector nyin anyanta ka falling nyin takela de kralti men ayke priority barola man sakunda pour ka falling roke na security sector nyin to otherwise hanbi ni corrupts wolbe tarla na banko kan ko men tambita no hanibi ata kilongo be kontinela ni nata kabo na kantarala karol so nga kontine kibaro fon men asafe ay men safe kibaro nyin kono ke o nyin na diamo me asafe bolem umar bat men bakran kan la jada ya rismen banko kan salsa to kon chewme ka fay saji jaju men atibi molla ko men tofo ko ye men arrest wato men na UDP la supporter ko men mulamin daboti men kita audio ti ay kuma audio men bondi membe ko ikafu inciting kuma ay kuma kan ne fo men sina fitno samba Gambia banko kan ko ate men fo wala nginte don ka fitno samba nan Gambia bango membe ko Rwanda ta men ning okita kilomoti men da maldun danyola si kelo fu mo jama ni yotuta nyindo ko ayo sifalek ay slandro ko abe West Coast regional na police commissioner biye memu party jalloto ko men ay tumiro men la kan wala nginte ko abala alpha len nen kan wato men na tata geto in lokun saba komanto ka interrogate ko men ate fango men tata geto voluntary ko nyin chewmu iko former fire service officer mata benen do ko wala na dimba falal police men ga dimba fake ani mole mo bota jara burenne nyin lamin dabo ko men ko audio le finta membe circulate non ko kata audio te men fitna ko abole ma mandikan Gambia banko kan Gambia no pro ise finti kanana ka Gambia mala ka dimba mala jeto ko men audio yin ko me afanan nin ko ma to fintita o molle kono men me o kumandroke o molla karol in the audio comment audio nyin kono Mr. Dabo was hard comment Mr. Dabo nyin comment ate ya moyle ko calling on the likes coming in audio killing men ika fota ko abe kumandro kenola ke kan come ate fanan ataw ko killing la ko membe ko sajo jaju coming ate sajo jaju anin do kotangol pour ye fintinan kana kafala sinana nyi masibo keno nyamen coming mbora fola nyamen nyin lamin Dabo la nyin audio membe circulate kanu otumo nyin jara bureng konyi ka continue ko hanbi upon hearing komen ke lamoy komen tolla men be ko nyin audio kono ko ben kabri ol moita men be ko nyin sajo atenyin sajo kilon men be complain ke kanden ko who was in Senegal at benu Senegal bankol kan kabring when the audio was released comme wato men ngi audio finta Gambia banko kan bari ukola le mata fango nata na faye ka men voluntary kata fangota ka di police la kabring afutata ka bonan Senegal banko kan kabra afutata banko kan o kamala le ate mise jaju kilongo nyin anadna tumero ko damen kabra reporter in lado afan tata afan in police station mo ka fiye bangunding ko he was introduced comme ya itandi mo la même police commissioner de o ma fan la ka me party jallo comme wala keta moti men who was named in the audio comme wala atele keta moti comme ya tofonun nyin audio kono ko ma fang samba ko ma fayitandi wala nyama ko atofata o audio kono tata report o daylo ka continue ko police commissioner party nyin ya nyininka ko wala mu kewme nyin kuma kan fon fintendi ten audio ka me lamin Dabo ala where about wala taradula ako ay men faye wala nyinte ko ate amalong ko o wato nyin men e ba nyininka ka malon de nyin lamin Dabo be sirin damen anin abe damen anin fanan ka nyininka fo ate ay lamin Dabo a taradula lo neba akawu a jabi men na wala nginte ko malo ko den nyin natna adati puru akala alfal nen ko men wolbe kala bandro nen fa nen droti jaju ay men tumi pate jallo comme police commissioner niya ko wato lemu kabira nyininka ala kola amman ajabi ko mat lafita menna wala ngende ngalon ne o ngadi ngralon atati pourka atretin wala ngende don ka bandri jawol ko fay membe ko alfa nendro anadna tumiro ko atani police commissioner jallo kilon la ko to attempt to physically fon apareta pourka kilandi fam ka boya kan because Gambia police ngalon wol mu idaji kol ask him to stop insulting wato menna akay ko dugare idaha puru kan alfal ne mte manna wala. So ukamalalem he was held back at a parting ay anala officer koton men be jani ado kunyol wolel fonga ya muta pro advance da pro ka sapinyin kan ka kelendi so wolel nadna hakilo so ya te pate muta bari Gambia benga long nyin kusifa polisol sako nyaton kol iboka hakil fula so pro ka nyin koke banku dengol ka banke kibar sefera bar komen ntela analyso anin kibaro wala kata nyol hawbe wobe ka continue fanan ka je ko hanin kewo nyin pate hanbi abe continue kan abala alfal nenkan anin fana later ask in atna anin afo ala officially comme ask his officer akobe ate pate la dokula kotangol te men ba fi jide pour singing sajo la telefono nyin ka busala anin fana ka samba dingrato damen be airport o ma fonla damen incommunicado ni o moyton ibitabula la dingrato damen moteje ada mala betar la je motaftala ma anim fana tete anim mote nyosotnol anatna ala wala komen non ikamen tamandino wato men ya jamila wato kawanat na tenten ka tumiro la nyin commissioner jallo kilon ka komen wala nendromen abake kan ala official nyatle wala ko ayin tumiro la pate kan ko abe men ke kan ala official fanga be jilde ani men be do ko la nyatle ngolay abe nendro men ke kan ala alfal ay tumiro ko bel ka continue ko nyim ketay barankan kubalti akija faraba men awarta ngin daji ko men hakilo bulandi men na ro wolen haw ko na tanko bunda mol ko me katamandro kinyamen ya jamila maralo ko to ko me hanbi o kilonyi wala be kerna bankoka ako ning kota kulde I felt terrified comme ning aslanya wata akam bakele comme damen te malon fon abe damen comme silola kamala nyema nyamen kakan kabring nyim kata kala alfal neng amam pare fon ka lo prowala anim fanan anatna hana man na itan dala ko min ke kam fo anim satala o amanya na kake ka bolo sero ko dodo killing amang ake abi continue kan drong abala alfal nenka ning fanan ka tenteng ako after what I experienced come I men long wala nginte ate nya a convince ko santeng nya gibe ever that comme dan ever comme yata convince le katambi comme na security sector side dinkrala men nyanta kaje ko nyimata ya ke la priority wala mu reformo kana security sector nyin kaje reformo mata nyin nyanta kala na bankola security sector la priority le mansakunda membe sirin sada membe ko barola administration ko men nyimanya men ya tlingala te so woyatin nako mansakunda nyanta nyin ko kila la priority le jaju I mean dande na atna continue fana nyin fuka ko he has once reported the matter come akai case nyin asamba police la kunda bato banjun headquarter ko olfane ya lahid mene be pate kumandlele kata ka fay ko purate jaju nyin asinana a bolo sai afango nyatile wala ko bari onamanan ke doto yo fayro tada fonyola kon now ako santeng I am talking to my lawyers wala sai abe diamu kan ala lawyer la ni wala be kacha kan purmuna nyin konye sa samba kitidula ani fana ka continue ko I want to know whether ka lafita kalong puru Commissioner Jallo has the right for nyantole ma babul bang comme police uniform mom bala kaje ko fo anyanta ka alfal nembang ala fito kolong comme ning aba interrogation o ke kan wato men fo nyantole be pate bul bang fanyanta ko ke bang ala fito lonna ay megitandi safir lay ka continue while appealing to the human rights komen wato men na balen ko nyi ba lala nyun nyako to men be loring banko kan Gambia halma dongol la nyanto ka men human rights commission on yin pro se yin quota in case ni sa takul no nyame membe ko banko la security ka landa tambo men ke ka tambi la doko nyanta ka dan dame jajuye kumandro ke menna niajibe man sakunda la karola to take matters of security sector reform very seriously. Well, in security reform men yanda gelna Bangkok because abi daming atinatale so mansakunda nyanda ka in quota so beala pour sinana ka falindro kijeto kende ke ay men itandi human rights commissioner la pour mansakunda nyanda ka men Jallo fanana diamo wala pata commissioner kilongo nying ako kabiri ya kumandi purasi diamo commissioner pata Jallo ate ako at namana nyin jaju neng I mean dante ako he is definitely lying at la foroto ko obe faniala Jallo I mean fo ngalon ko ate sonna o ndela jeroto ate sonna but pate mobe yalo ne ko aka manyamen ko ma fongala o mammo kumpa ndela long ngamel long ala koto mo jamala ka accuse nyun kusi